So I want to bring that sort of that fintech angle into the blockchain world. You know, you say you work with your fintech junction project, your big conferencing. How do you think, and how much influence do you think the blockchain and crypto world are starting to have within the wider fintech community? Is it something more people are aware of, more people are taking seriously, or is it still very fringe even among that sort of fintech startup world?
Personally, I believe that crypto and blockchain is the future. We're currently in a situation that liquidized money could be created from code. This is a new future. We currently are in struggle with the regulation, but there are solutions. We go through Malta, we go through Gibraltar, we go through Switzerland. At the end of the day, it's operable. And banks at this point are very anxious on how they can operate their future. For that simple reason, we're trying to create the most ability to conjoin these types of entities to create a conversation with them as of the actual banks, the regulators, and the leaders of the crypto and blockchain industries.
Do you think, I mean, you say you have a strong belief in this, but do you think others within the fintech community share that belief?
I believe that if there wasn't a faith that if this process or this ipso facto quote-unquote product type of money, the ability to liquidate that wouldn't be something that's truthful in the future, it wouldn't hold up. At the end of the day, cryptos, they differ, of course. Everybody has their own value, their own process, their own crowds, and their own verticals. But it's working and it's growing. It's growing in such an augmented way that it's growing bigger than banks and faster than banks.
Okay, and do you think there's any risks of sort of regulation taking away from the space? I mean, obviously, working with fintech, that's something you obviously have to be aware of and coming up against a lot, how regulations can impact a market and impact an asset class. Do you think that's something that is a risk for the blockchain and crypto community?
The regulation is a big thing. You have to be very well aware, very well advised of the regulation. If you pass on something that's so small within the regulation framework, it's fraudulent. And fraudulent, as we all know, is felon. So the first thing I think is to create a deployment of a correct business process and revenue collection as of liquidation, of course. Make sure you get your taxation, your advisement. The relevant operations around the world has their own role within the situation. So deploying them in the right fashion, creating the right business process, marketing it the right way to the right people is a very, very big thing, of course, towards your crowd as well, because they're your traders and your owners.
Assaf, I want to thank you so much for joining us and speaking with us at BLOCKTV.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.